Yeah guys, what's going on, and welcome back to my channel. Now, if you don't already, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord, because you will understand why I am doing a commentary over this gameplay. Now, for some reason, I decided to just not record my audio. So today we're going to be doing a commentary over the gameplay, so I hope you guys appreciate this, because it's going to be an interesting episode to do it like this, and it's going to be an interesting concept, especially for me, considering I've already played through this episode and now I have to commentate over it. As you can see, I am a very sexy specimen, and I'm currently preparing myself to actually begin the episode. Now you can see me adjusting everything, I'm getting ready, I'm mentally preparing myself, and I'm about to jump in 3, 2, 1. I think I'm saying I'm boiling. Yeah, I literally say I'm bloody boiling, and then I go outside, and we are going to be beginning the episode. There we go, I've just begun the episode. Now, I'm going to leave this in because I think this is really funny. You'll obviously see me talking, but my mouth won't be saying what I'm saying. But obviously I have a commentary. Now, I'm thinking there's an item in that bed, but I'm completely wrong. Angry, you're an idiot. I go back in... No, I don't. I'm about to go in for a team overview. I'm going to attempt to grab the egg, which we actually hatch in this episode, so that's going to be insane. I am basically talking about the beginning of episode 9, and we're going to now go into a team overview because we have a new team member in the form of Disaster. We have Ranger the Mega Sizzle with the Swarm ability, with the move Slash, Fury Cutter, Force Swap, and Metal Claw. He's our favourite mon so far. We have Mikey the Magmar, Flame Body ability, with the moves Fire Punch, Clear Smog, Thrash, and Smokescreen. He is holding the Charcoal, which is insane, which we got in the previous episode. Next we have Zappy the Zapdos, with the moves Pluck, Thundershock, Thunderwave, and Ancient Power. Hardly anything has changed in this team, so there's not really much I can talk about. Next we have the first one that we caught on the team in the form of Animax the Crobat with the Inner Focus ability. Now, he has the moves... Change the screen, Angry, come on. Change the screen. Excuse me. I was just plugging my playlist there, I believe. Wing Attack, Confuse Ray, Poison Attack, and Bite. Anyway, yeah, like I said... no, I'll get through the team overview first, apparently. Ted the Hitmonchan with the Keen Eye ability and the moves Revenge, Rock Smash, Bullet Punch, and Bullet Seed. And then the newest member of the team is Mega Repsol, aka Disaster, recently added, but you will see that he very quickly gets replaced by an egg. So he won't actually be seen very much in this episode with the moves Pursuit, Taunt, Bite, and Double Team. Now, I actually did plug my playlist for this series, so if you haven't already, go into the description, and if you haven't watched all the episodes, go to that playlist and watch them back, because I've literally got a playlist right there in the description, and you can check it out there. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that. Obviously, I want to take the egg, so I try to take it, but I stupidly remember that I still have 6 members on my team. Well done, Angry. You are one clever son of a gun. Now, we're obviously going to be taking Disaster out of the team, being the lowest level. What we're actually going to be getting done in this episode is we are going to be getting our badge against Flannery. Now, what I might actually do is just speed up the battling, because it saves me time and it saves you time watching me battle with 0 commentary, and it means that I have to commentate over less, because I'm not going to lie, doing it like this is kind of frustrating for me, because I don't like not commentating during the gameplay, because then you don't get my actual reaction. So yeah, I'm going to quickly jump out of this, and I'm going to speed this bit up for you. I will slow down the battle for Flannery, and we will bring that part back, I promise you. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we're back, and we're actually battling Flannery. I actually surprisingly got through that stage of the game really quickly. It took me about 5-6 minutes to get through that, so that wasn't too bad. And we are now about to battle Flannery, so let's frickin' do this. What I'm probably going to do in this episode is probably going to be one of the shortest episodes I have. She sends in a Zangoose, her strongest mon first, which is actually really surprising. And I'm going to be battling it with Zapdos. You'll find that I've picked up the TM36 from the move Pluck, which is pretty decent. But yeah, in this episode, I'm going to attempt to basically cut out majority of the battling and the travelling to different areas. I'm just going to basically commentate over the major points in the episode, and hopefully you guys are going to appreciate that. It's going to be a much shorter episode, so I apologise for that in advance. But yeah, we're currently battling Flannery. We've took down her strongest one already, and she's about to send in a Jimicho, I believe. So I've sent out Animax to go for a bite, which should take this thing down in one hit, which is really... No, it takes down in two. Can't even remember my own game, Jesus. But we take down the Chimicho nonetheless, and we're on to her third mon. We're trying to learn Nuzlocke, but we obviously don't want to be learning that. So we say no, and she sends out her next one, which is a Golduck. Now I'm going to go for a wing attack, and this one's going to go for an extra sensory, which does 60 damage to us, and I'm not having none of it because our team gets pretty beat up. I won't lie to you, our team got pretty beat up on the way to the battle, and it gets pretty beat up during the battle as well. So I send out Mega Sizzle to finish the job off. Charger Bug's coming in, so what I do is switch to Mikey, because Mikey hasn't hardly done any battle in this episode, surprisingly, and he is going to absolutely sweep the rest of Flannery's team. And yes, we do indeed get this badge. So we take down the Charger Bug, and then we take down the Vikavolt, which she has as a shiny. Look how nice that shiny is, by the way. So we are going to take down the Vikavolt in 2 hits, I believe, because this thing survives on like 4 HP. It goes for a struggle, it hits us with a recoil, then gets burned, and dies from the burn, which is really nice. Now, obviously, I'm absolutely buzzing off this, and we do indeed get the badge that we need. Now, obviously, with what I wanted to do, I wanted to just make sure that we get through this badge today. Now, the other thing I'm going to be doing in this episode is grabbing the fossil. So, I will be grabbing that, and you will see me struggle to get through Mirage Tower. Now, I'm going to address the question of the day. The question of the day today is, who is your favourite PokeTuber? Yes, I forgot to do it yet again, but we have done it nonetheless. And my question to you guys is, who is your favourite PokeTuber? Now, for me, my favourite PokeTuber would have to be Original 151. I will leave a comment. I will leave a link to his channel in the description. If you haven't heard of him before, he's an absolutely insane YouTuber. He's probably one of the first people that made me want to play Pokemon. And not play Pokemon, but stream Pokemon, do Pokemon on my channel, because I originally wasn't going to be a Pokemon channel. Now, if you didn't know that, that's a random fact about me. This is, I guess, the bonus about doing it as a commentary, because I can just talk over whilst you guys watch. As you can see, Animax just learned Overheat, and we're going to go and get the Go Goggles from May. But yeah, like I said, Original 151 was the one that made me want to do Pokemon content, which is pretty cool. And May is going to give us the goggles. And yeah, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing Pokemon content, so you can thank him for that. Other honourable mentions probably have to go to Astromania Videos and Ryan, aka King Corfish. He was the guy that actually came up with the Pokédex lock idea, so thanks to him. I will also be leaving a link to their channels in the description as well. They are absolutely insane YouTubers. I've been watching a lot of King Corfish, and he's been playing Super Mario Maker, right? And it is such an insane game, because obviously Super Mario Maker 2's just came out, and I'm not going to lie, the game does look very decent. And I do need to get a hold of a Switch to be able to play it. Now, I'm going to go and get my encounter for this area. Now, I completely don't take into account the fact that obviously there's going to be a sandstorm. Before I forget as well, I quickly go and grab myself the Mac Bike, because that is what we're going to need to get through the Mirage Tower. Obviously, I get my encounter first, and it is going to be none other than a Kadabra. So obviously, me being me, I go, you know what, we get this thing down to 1 HP, we're going to take this down, and we're going to catch it. And then I forget that there's a sandstorm, and obviously Kadabra is not going to be surviving the sandstorm, and I do a massive double face palm. Love that. But yeah, we basically ruined that encounter, but everything should be okay. We pick up the Never Melt Ice, and we are going to go and quickly grab the Mac Bike right now. So this gives me the opportunity to plug myself yet again. So I'm going to say this. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at Primeape. I literally tweet on there every day, and you will pretty much understand why I upload at certain times, why I don't stream at certain times. I'm currently actually taking a break from streams. I'm going to be streaming, when this video goes up, it will be 6 days until my next stream, so I hope you guys appreciate that. We'll be carrying on with the Pokédex lock, because I'm determined to complete that, and we're going to see how many hours it actually takes me to complete. So we've got the Mac Bike, and we are going into Mirage Tower. Obviously, this counts as a new encounter as well, so we'll be getting a new encounter for this area at some point. But yeah, the other thing I would like to plug is my Discord. So if you haven't already, join my Discord. Join the Prime Squad Discord. Our encounter is a Flygon, and as you can see from my reaction, I am very happy with this encounter. Let me know if you think we should add Flygon to the team instead of Megrabsol. Obviously, I would love Mega Absol on the team because obviously it adds that dark type, and that's why we got rid of Bite from Animax. So we now don't have the dark type coverage. So we kind of do need Animax, but not Animax. We kind of do need Mega Absol, aka Disaster. So we are going to attempt to catch this Flygon in the first ball, and we do, which is pretty insane. I am absolutely buzzing off that. I am clapping away. Lovely, lovely job. Yeah, if you don't already, join my Twitter, join my Discord, because I'm actually very consistent in there. I talk all a lot. I announce when I'm streaming, so that's going to be an easier way for you to know when I'm streaming. Now, I'm about to talk about Ryza. Now, if you don't know who Ryza are, they contribute to making PCs, and I'm looking to buy myself a PC, which I mentioned in the previous episode, and I've been looking, and Ryza do contribute actually surprisingly a lot, so I have named the Flygon after them, so hopefully that is appreciated. But yeah, I'm looking at a PC. Obviously need to get the money for it first, which is going to be very, very important, and obviously it's a substantial amount of money to be getting a PC, so I want to make sure it is the best PC possible. We're running into loads of encounters, and I actually run into our shiny encounter for this episode, which is a Shroomish, and I'm actually not complaining with this because a Breloom would not be a bad backup to Hitmonchan if we do lose him, which I hope we don't. We take this thing down to 1 HP, and it uses Mega Drain, gaining, I think, like 1 HP from us because we are a bug type. But we throw the ball at it nonetheless, and hope to catch it in the first ball yet again. And surprisingly, we actually do catch this Mon in the first ball as well. Other than that Kadabra, we've actually caught all the Mons in the first ball, which is freaking insane. We will be naming this Shroomish Toad after Toad from Super Mario. If you don't know what that is, then you clearly didn't have a childhood, because Super Mario was one of those games that everyone played as a kid. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly apply the Mac Bike, and we're going to try and get through this as quickly as we can. Let's see how many attempts it takes. 1. It took me 1 attempt to get through that bit. I'm actually so proud of myself to get through that in 1. Now luckily, we have Rock Smash, so we can actually get through this part of the Mirage Tower with ease, because we don't actually need to get past the rest. For some reason, I destroyed the wrong rock, which was me being clever. But basically, I got through that actually surprisingly faster than I'd expect. Obviously, in this game, their mechanic for that is very interesting, because they do it to get Rayquaza as well. I choose the right because I think I say something like, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to choose the right fossil. But in this game, you do get both the fossils nonetheless. So we're going to be taking the claw fossil, and I think that we can go and get the other fossil, but I was wrong. So I go, right, screw it, we're going to get through this area, we're going to go and speak to the other Fossil Maniac and hopefully get the item. But we don't, and to the end of the episode, I'm actually going to be resurrecting the fossil and hatching the egg as the main part of the end of this episode. So hopefully you guys are going to appreciate that. Now obviously I'm going to be absolutely sprinting my socks off to get to Falaba, but even though I go all that way, we don't actually get the second fossil, which is kind of frustrating. But I go this way regardless to get back to Rospero, which is quite nice, because obviously the next badge we're after is actually against our dad, so that's going to be interesting. We ran into a Ghastly, we're obviously going to run, because we've got our encounter for this area, and we also have our shiny. So we don't actually have a shiny to get at the end of the episode, which is interesting. I avoid these trainers again. I always avoid those trainers. I don't know what it is. I go into the wrong house, I speak to the move tutor by accident. For some reason, I thought he was going to give me a fossil. I don't know why, when clearly we're going to have to run all the way through there to get to our fossil. Now, he's going to give us the TM28, which actually turns out to be the move Quick Attack. So we got the TM for Quick Attack. Now, obviously, at the end of this series, I'll be selling literally everything so we can maximise our chances of winning the Pokemon League. We're going to talk to this guy, and he's not actually going to give us the fossil. So if you guys can let me know when we can get that fossil. If it's post-game, obviously I won't worry about it, but if we can get it once we've resurrected the first fossil, then that would be very, very handy. Now, I'm actually going to grab the other TM we can grab in this area from this guy who gives us conversion 2. Obviously, another absolutely shizer TM. And we're going to actually be travelling through this area to get to to Rospero. Now, you can see me trying to imitate the Pinsir, because Pinsir looks like he's cross-eyed. Like, he looks like he's cross-eyed, which is really weird. We run into a Kingdra, we're obviously going to run away. And we're going to try and get through Meteor Falls as quickly as we can. We are going to grab ourselves this item here as well, which is a Quick Claw, which I end up putting on... Who do we put it on? I forget. I want to say Ted. Yeah, we put it on Ted. I might change that around, I don't know. But obviously, let me know what you feel like this concept of video. Obviously, it was really unintentional, but I can't go back and record the episode I've already recorded, because I know what exactly will happen, and there's not much point. So hopefully you guys will appreciate this style of video, and hopefully it adds range to what I can do as a YouTuber. So we're going to actually battle this guy, but as you can see, my controller dies, which is really frustrating. And obviously I spent a good couple of minutes trying to sort out the controller. I'm just going to talk over this because there's not much point in me just basically trying to cut through this, because I feel like the commentary is what you guys come for anyway, because I do feel like I'm genuinely doing a podcast of me talking whilst the gameplay is in the background. So hopefully you guys like this style, and hopefully you guys will appreciate it soon. I won't lie to you, I have an idea for what I want to do completely separate to this. I want to make a podcast series where I bring different people to my channel and we talk about certain things. Obviously I will need to get a couple of cameras, I would need to get ideas for that as well, but it's still in the works. It's still in the works nonetheless. Speaking of things in the works, I'm looking to start a new series on the channel. I don't know what it's going to be as of yet, but I want to do a collab video. Now, if you know anyone that would be willing to do a collab video, obviously let me know, because I need to obviously contact people and find ways to get into doing a collaborative video with someone, whether it be a top 10, a series like a Soul Link or a Cage Lock. Let me know, because I need people that is going to be willing to do videos with me, obviously. We're going to make our way through to Route 115, and I accidentally run into this dude because I forgot to battle him in the previous episode, because I feel like we've been this way before already, but I think I avoided the trainers on purpose. I destroy that guy. He's part of the Foot Clan. I feel like there's literally like a foot fetish thing going on in this ROM, because the Foot Clan people literally sound like they got a foot fetish. I think there's an item in each of these rocks, but there isn't. And we make our way to Rossbero. Now we pick up a full restore, which is nice for post-game. And we make our way to Rossbero, which is really nice. I run past where we need to go, like an absolute numpty. And then we are going to go to Professor Stone? Dr. Stone first. To Mr. Stone, sorry. To say we've delivered the letter, so we can get the XP share, which is obviously going to come in very handy come later in the game, because obviously we need to train everyone up to a particular level. Now, I'm going to go and resurrect this fossil. We are going to be, obviously, giving it to this guy. I actually speak this dialogue, which is surprising. I actually spoke so much dialogue in this episode, and it just shows, because it's clearly bit me in the arse. Because, obviously, now there's literally no audio, and I have to commentate over it. So, this is really interesting. We're obviously going to leave, go back in, and we're going to be picking up the Resurrected Mon. Now, I believe the Resurrected Mon was actually indeed Tyrant, which is really great commentary. Never Angry. It's pretty interesting. We're going to be naming this thing Zazzles, I believe. Now, I basically include this because if you haven't watched Big Bang Theory, obviously Sheldon, who is one of the main characters in the show, goes through a midlife crisis and gets himself a load of cats, and he calls one Zazzles. Now, at the end of the episode, I'm going to be adding the skit, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you watch the end of the video, because it is a really funny little clip from the show, which has recently finished, actually, which I'm really sad about. I actually do want to watch. I've watched, I think, 3 or 4 seasons of that on my Netflix, so I do need to get through that series. With that said, I'm going to stop talking about myself, and we're going to quickly move around the boxes, because we need to take Royza and Zazzles out of that box, and we're going to look at their stats. There's nothing really interesting about them, there's not much difference, and we're going to quickly, surprisingly, hatch the egg, actually. So we're looking at Shroomish as well. Obviously, he was our shiny for this episode, which is really interesting, but now we're going to actually hatch the egg. So what I'm actually going to do over this is I'm basically going to tell you that this is pretty much the end of the video. Obviously, I'm currently at 19 minutes when I'm commentating back over this. This is only going to be a 20-minute video, so it is officially going to be the shortest video. I luckily found the quickest part to hatch this egg, which is really nice. So I'll just say this: if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, because I do daily uploads of this series, particularly at the moment. And I try to stream as often as I can. I'm currently taking a break. I will be streaming next on the 12th of July, which will be next Friday. Obviously, I'm recording this on the Friday. It will be up on the Saturday. My videos usually go up at around 10:30 every day. And we indeed hatch the egg. So the egg is going to hatch, and it surprisingly hatches into a why not, which is going to be what actually you get in the regular Emerald games, which is pretty cool. We actually ran into one and had a bit of trouble during the gym. But luckily, we defeated it. And we're going to name this thing Nat and put it straight into the PC and swap Disaster back into the team. Now, I'm going to quickly tell you what is going to be happening before the next episode. So, in the interlog between the 2 episodes, I'm going to be training up our team so that Mega Scizor is level 40 and all the other members of our team are at level 35. Because we're going to be taking on a gym next episode pretty much straight away. So that's going to be really, really cool. So with that said, thank you guys very much for watching this video. And I'm probably going to add in this skit at some point. I'm basically talking to you about what is going to be going on in this episode now, going on in the next episode now, which I've already told you. We give the XP share to Disaster, and obviously now I'm going to be wrapping up the episode. Obviously, keep watching to the end of the video because I will be adding in the little skit of Zazzles. He's so zazzy. But yeah, I'll be adding that in, and thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!